And welcome to the show. What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's having a wonderful night. It's another beautiful night where I am. And let's talk about this meme. This meme. These four clowns that helped, probably, allegedly, don't know, helped launder $13 billion. And now all they can say is racist, and don't look at me. Don't ever look at the money that we probably laundered into the Democratic Party and got kickbacks from all this welfare fraud. Don't look at the kickbacks that probably funded the Democratic Party. Don't look at it. And don't look at the money laundering that's happening in many other states. Just don't. Because he's running for vice president. And Kamala spent $1 billion to run for president. How much of that money do you think was supposed to go to single parents and moms and all the other social services? Instead, was like shipped over to terrorist groups and Lambos. And these guys probably, allegedly, got kickbacks. She's worth like $30+ million now, and she started out broke. $30 million. He was the vice president. It's just like how Bill Clinton was in charge of Arkansas during the Contras. He got the golden handshake. All right, sir, you get to run for president now because you helped fund the Contras. You helped fund the war on drugs, basically. You helped flood the streets with drugs, and now you are going to be the president of the United States. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your service. But let's go into this. The Atlantic. Tim Walz fears a Fort Sumter moment in Minneapolis. Of course, the more people get dragged down the street, the more people who get killed, the more blah blah blah. They get rounded up and all that fun stuff. It takes the pressure off of this story. It floods the news with just disgust. When we should be disgusted about this, we're disgusted about a bunch of spoiled LARPers pretending to fight the police and calling everybody like the freaking like the N word and so on and so forth. This is what we should be talking about. This is what we should be talking about. This guy should be arrested, in my opinion. This guy is inciting violence with this post. This is not the Civil War here. And if you actually look up who the immigration is actually rounding up, you will probably think more of this than of this. That's just my opinion. And then we have this. Tim Walz announced this month he will not run for re-election because his fraud was exposed. And now he's going all in, trying to create so much disgust that they can't put him in cuffs. That's my opinion. That is my opinion. He knows that he should be in cuffs, and that is why he stepped away from politics after running for vice president, and then getting exposed being part of one of the biggest money laundering schemes in U.S. history, and then having the mayor of one of your biggest cities basically tell the media that the cops should be fighting federal agents. Come on. It's like, what are we doing here? It's like, why are we wasting time? Why aren't these people paying like in prison? Why are we wasting time focusing on this story with with, with, with like ICE, like, not getting, like local help. They aren't getting help from the cops. That's why they're having to do the crowd control in front of these raids. That's why these people are able to get past the barriers to even incite the violence. It's because the local cops were not protecting the federal agents when they were serving the warrants. That's the big story. None of this would happen if the local police were to do the crowd control. Why are federal agents having to do crowd control when they should be flooding the streets with federal and FBI agents to expose this? Instead, we're focused on this. And it sucks because they literally stole all of our money, all of our social service money. And they're protecting these people. It's so funny. And they have all these like wind-up toys out there, like throwing stuff at cops and expecting nothing to happen to them. If I walk up to a cop and get in his face at a crime scene, I'm probably going to jail because that's what happens. I've watched tons of cops over the years. I remember when Cops first came out. I think it's been out for like 35 years. And if you get in the cop's face, they take you down because you're a threat. That's what you are. You are a threat to a police investigation. And just like in a hospital, they cannot let you out. It's like once you are detained, they are their responsibility. So if you get detained, and if you get hurt in their custody, they are liable. That is why when you are detained, you are detained. Just like in a hospital. When you are released, you have to sign a piece of paper saying you are being released, or else the room full of lawyers would throw a temper tantrum. It's the same thing with cops. The room full of lawyers write those contracts. And when you are being detained, you are now basically a ward of the state. And when you are a ward of the state like that, you can't go anywhere. It's a liability. You might hurt somebody else. And so on and so forth. So I'm going to wrap this video up. This is the real story. This is just basically ambulance chasing, trying to take the spotlight off of these guys. And being a wind-up toy, being a part of the right-left paradigm, it's a waste of time. It's boring at this point. It's like when you're out there calling people the N-word and all this crazy stuff and calling people fascist, you're just a boring person at this point. Because if you want to really see what a NAZ or whatever is, go look up the 1940s. That's what they really were. Okay, go look up the concentration camps. Okay, just stop wasting your time. All right, I'm gonna wind up this video. Everybody have a wonderful night. Thanks for watching. I have this rabid dog that would not stop moaning into the microphone and barking. So I'm a little sidetracked here. But isn't he cute? Isn't he cute? I'm a cute dog. I'm gonna rip the fucking head off you. All right, guys, have a wonderful night. Thanks for watching.